Yes, welcome to today's update and today's edition, ladies and gentlemen. Here in the page, I will bring you the news exactly the way it is, no subtraction and no addition. This is the page where you listen to the news exactly the way it is. Commander Sergeant Major is now on leave, broadcasting from his home there in Galilee. This is a Commander Sergeant Major that I love so much. His name is Chaim Milspin, serving in the Yahalom Battalion in the Israel Defense Force. I love bringing his video to the page because it speaks the truth. It delivers the truth the way it is and exactly how it is. During the week, a lot of top commanders has been eliminated in Yemen and in Lebanon. The video is there in the page as you all can see. Please follow this page as you are watching on Facebook. Give me a thumb up in the like section and go to our YouTube channel and subscribe to our YouTube channel Tel Aviv Reporters TV. All right, ladies and gentlemen, a ceasefire opportunity is being given to Hamas in the Gaza Strip. But there they are, with their stupidity and their foolishness. They are turning down the ceasefire deal and refusing to release all the hostages in their captivity. All right, please pay very good attention and stay focused here in the page and listen to Chaim Milspin, Commander Sergeant Major, as I bring you the video here in the page the way it is. Welcome to the video update that we have here. Let's delve into the video update quickly. Pay very good attention and listen to Chaim Milspin, Commander Sergeant Major. Welcome to the video update that we have here. Let's go.
I hope that your Shabbat was restful. You know, while families are resting, they don't really think about it, but the soldiers aren't resting. They're in Syria, in Lebanon, in Gaza, all over just to keep the terrorists at bay, making sure that they won't have any advancements that will hurt the civilians. You see, the Gaza Humanitarian Foundation stated that right there in Rafah, at the aid distribution site, Hamas threw 2 grenades. And one of the grenades exploded, injuring 2 American site personnel. And the terrorist organizations in the Gaza Strip continue to sabotage the humanitarian aid distribution at the sites. And it's so funny how just recently people thought maybe that was Israel that's trying to hurt the civilians. No. It is Hamas. That's just what they do. And I'm thinking back to this miraculous victory we had, even though Iran says it wasn't a victory, you know, or they beat America, they beat Israel, that's what they said. But really you think of Operation Red Wedding, where we went in, we had brought in over a decade pieces of drone, being able to put them together and taking out right away at the beginning there 30 of the top generals and preventing a launch of 500 ballistic missiles and over 1,000 drones and cruise missiles by going there with our little drones and being able to take out those launchers. I think it's a phenomenal success, probably one of the most daring operations in the history of modern warfare. It's a modern miracle, really. During Operation Rising Lion, Iranian missile strikes targeted all kinds of military installations. I don't know how much this is talked about, but they hit us pretty bad. They hit Tel Nof Air Base, major air base, Glilot Army Base, home to Unit 8200, the military intelligence, Tziporit Base, located in northern Israel, not too far away, and then also base near Tulkarem, and then Beit Nehemiah Base, struck twice. And so this was all part of the attacks that were well planned out by Iran for many years. They launched over, so many ballistic missiles. But you know what? The damage that they were able to do is very minimal. I mean, comparing to what could have been. And of course, the 28 fatalities people they murdered. And I'm telling you what, is we're saying maybe we really just need to be ready to strike them. If they don't surrender, we might need to go back to striking Iran. That's really something that could happen. And I heard that, they're just targeting Jews that are there in Iran. And they don't seem to have that change of heart yet. We just don't want them to go back to like it was before the war. Now, I just wanted to say there's some facts you may not know about Israel. It's really some very interesting and very dynamic multi-cultured, multi-language place, Israel. This small little place the size of Wales, the size of New Jersey. It's home to one of the most ancient sites, historical sites, city of Jericho, going back over 10,000 years. It's considered the oldest continuously inhabited city ever. Israel has the highest number of museums per capita in the world. Just people are so interested in artifacts and history and culture. I mean, it's Israel, right? The Dead Sea, a place where you can float, read a book, the lowest place on Earth's land surface. On the land, well, you have the Mariana Trench in the water, but that's the lowest place, and you can float on that water. We lead the world in drip irrigation technology to be able to put a drip exactly where you want it, not wasting water, not just spraying with a sprinkler system, but really making sure to transform an arid and semi-arid regions all over the world with precision water. Tel Aviv is called the White City because it has all this Bauhaus buildings. It's called a UNESCO World Heritage Site because of the special design of houses. Hebrew itself, it's one of the oldest languages in the world, just revamped, remodernized, revived in the late 19th and 20th centuries. And then, of course, you have El Al, highest security of commercial jets, I think, in the world. It's as far as a national airline, and it's one of the fewest that has anti-missile defense systems. If a missile shot at a plane, you can get out of it. You can stay alive. We also have the Baha'i World Center, which is another UNESCO World Heritage Site. And we're a global leader in medical research and innovation with breakthroughs in fields like stem cell therapy, cancer treatment, medical imaging. We've got the Western Wall, closest place to where the temple used to stand, the holiest site to our people, and a place of pilgrimage for millions and millions of people. Our national anthem, Hatikva, means the hope. And it's just this hope for thousands of years, yearning for a homeland. And also the IDF is just leading in such innovative military tactics, considered one of the more advanced armed forces in the world and one of the most moral, if not the most moral in the world. And Israel has a vibrant startup. We're called the Startup Nation. Famous book called The Startup Nation was written, particularly areas like Tel Aviv or Yokneam or Haifa or Beersheba, startup ecosystems, and people just come up with new ideas and they just make an exit and they sell it and they make a lot of money. Beersheba is the capital of the Negev, where Abraham dug a well. Israel's the home of so many different kinds of people, the Jewish people, of course, Arabs, the Druze, the Bedouins. Isn't that amazing? And you have such a tapestry here, and more as well, that are here. And so you have a kibbutz here. Kibbutzes is how Israel started. It's a collective community where everything's shared, the living is shared, the cars are shared, the tractors are shared, everything's shared. And it's not socialist, it's social, okay? It's not communist, it's communal. They love each other and they want to be together. You have sites like Herodion, the Masada Fortress. These are UNESCO World Heritage Sites visited by millions of people. And of course, gorgeous, beautiful beaches. I just want to say that as I told you all that because I want you to remember, don't think of Israel and think of us miraculously surviving wars only. Think of all the richness that God has put here. Maybe we don't have gold and silver. Maybe we don't have diamonds, but we've got prophecy. And I'm going to read a prophecy, Zechariah 12. In that day, the Lord will defend the inhabitants of Jerusalem, and he that is feeble among them in that day will be like King David. And the house of David will be like God as the angel of the Lord before them. That's a promise. And that's how we got to believe in that as we see this war through to full and complete victory.